Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So first off, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my newest YouTube members, Isaiah. Thanks for your support. Now, if you check your notices, we do have another update. However, it is still the same version, 2.11.700. So this is going to be an in-game update. And in it, we will now have access to a new unit, another style, Nekogami. And so, for those who don't know, this is also known as AS Otoha. So, AS Otoha, of course, was a 4-star unit featured in Tales from the East when we met Nekogami. And so, obviously, being that she's in the cat shrine as well, she does have affiliations with cats in general. As you can clearly see, there is but one cat deity. So anyways, AS Otoha is a very interesting and powerful Earth/unit. She has a passive ability that allows you to heal 15% HP and MP to all party members after a single victory. So obviously, not really zero MP farming, but essentially able to maintain your farming forever. She is a katana user, and so, basically she can stack what they call, I guess, orbs on the user, and based on the number of orbs, you start getting more and more damage. Each orb gives her 20 power, which stacks up to 3, and one of her moves basically increases, does a heal move based on the number of these orbs, and the other one does a huge multiplier based on the number of orbs when attacking. Now, the downside to the attack is that it's very similar to normal style Hismina, where you are locked in for 3 turns. There are other units like that, I think AS Elga among others. And so you're not able to interrupt it. However, for that slight disadvantage, you get really, really high mod on this attack. And so, very, very interesting unit, but purely, mainly a DPS with a little bit of support and some healing benefits. So that should be really, really interesting. And so, of course, I'll cover that in our Should You Summon video tomorrow. For those who want to, there is still the Fateful as usual, this time 2 times paid. And of course, not only that, there is a new banner here, which I think is available for free players as well. And so we very rarely get this kind of banner. This is a little surprising. I think this is actually different from Japan. And so we do have this special edition 1% times 5, which includes all 5 altar units. And so that is great. Most banners only have an odds of getting a 5-star at about 3.6% on the 10th pull. This one's a flat 5% across all pulls, whether or not you do single pulls or 10 pulls, and that is great. And so the only downside, of course, is that you only get these 5 units at 5 stars. 4 stars won't be uprated in general, and of course, if you're looking for off-banner pulls, there will be none. That being said, very, very good, especially if you're relatively new to the game, or if you're just missing a bunch of altars and you don't want to wait to grind for those painful opuses, or you don't have enough chance, and so on and so forth. For those who want to spend money, well, even better. You can guarantee one of the 5. So, again, if you've spent some money, you haven't hit the white unit that you want, and you really want to speed that along, there is that as well, which is also not bad. And again, we'll cover that tomorrow as well. Now, for those who have been following along with Japan's updates, not only do we get the AS Otoha and these new banners, which are unique to Global, we also have something called the Apex of Logic and Cardinal Scales Wind Liberator. And so what that means is if you look at the red exclamation mark, for those who are veterans of the game, you'll know that this is a series of most likely 5 fights, in which case you'll get progressively harder and harder and harder. And for you to beat all 5 fights, you do get rewarded with a new upgrade to a 4-star unit as well. Sevyn was a wind staff user at a 4-star, and he was featured in the Apex of Logic, and you saw him in the IDA, I think, protecting some kids. That being said, new upgrade, not too bad. Most of us will have Sevyn in some form, and the main thing about him is not only is he part of the, I guess, IDA and stuff like that, he is also a wind zone setter. So for those who don't have Cyan Scyther, AS Claude, AS Vena, this is a very cheap and inexpensive way to get a unit such as this, as long as you can beat the 5 battles. So that should be very interesting as well. I'll try to do that tomorrow night when I have a chance, and hopefully get to upload those fights for you. As for other updates, obviously, if you finished everything, you can now replay the final chapters. So that'd be great. Nice little update there. And I will say, this is very surprising that this update has come only a week apart from the last chapter 7, where I'm still reeling from that and doing those contents. Now, for those who've maxed out pause stamps, including myself and I'm sure a few other veterans, I think my friend and my sons are also maxed at 1650. Now we can start hoarding those pause stamps again. So hopefully you didn't buy any keys yet. You'll now be able to run them and get more white gate keys. Obviously not only that, but you can get the treatises for AS Otoha if you want to speed that along. And of course, they had to modify Sevyn's existing moveset, so they added that little bit for his, looks like, mental focus. If you want to spend some money, hey, 2 packages of Chronostones discounted, 2,000 and 4,000 times 2. And that is pretty much with this update. So as much as you say not too big, I think a lot of us are looking for a new interesting challenge. I hope the fights aren't too difficult. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this update, this banner, and the other unique banners, and what you think about the about the 7 5-star fights. I haven't looked up any sort of strategies yet, although I would imagine that if it's a kind of a wind type unit, I'm going to be probably bringing a fire/team. Whether or not I have to bring a free one or a more powerful one, we'll have to see. But again, if you have any hints without giving away too many spoilers, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll just trial and error and just do it that way. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.